Fat Indian.
Strongest Indian.
Because it's just like exactly what you mean.
It's a fucking.
It's a massive
You
thing,
never just
right?
have like a smaller.
To be fair, yeah, I've
It's
never ordered Indian food and been like, man, that was just too little.
Yeah, no, it's got to be a fat curry, you know what I mean? And it's a fucking ticking time bomb. Like, I know, because there's a local Indian place that I order from, and they do it like proper spicy. And depending on what time of the day I eat it in, like there's a timer where I have to wait 6 hours, and I'm just like going to be like, okay, this hour I'm going to be just like incapacitated on the toilet. That's just the way it's going to be. And like sometimes when I have it for dinner, I'm just like, oh no, I'm going to wake up at like 3 a.m. sometimes because my stomach just needs to go now.
Oh, man. I was wrong.
I was going to say, I hope you're enjoying this podcast, guys. We're first 10 minutes of talking about violent shits.
I just thought it's very relatable content. Hashtag relatable.
Hashtag painful shit.
Hashtag relatable. Tick a painful shit. Hey.
Question. Do you think it's weird that we like listen to ourselves often? Like, because we have to hear our voice all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that's weird?
I mean, it was weird when we first started off, right?
Because people at home, have you ever listened to your voice recorded? You probably hate it, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, right?
I mean, I've never grown out of that.
you're still. If anyone should be grown out of it, it's you.
I hate looking at my own, like hearing my own voice, looking at my own content. Like whenever I do a collaboration with someone, I watch like the bare minimum just to get what's going on. And then like I watch every moment of that collab that I'm not in. I'm just like, oh, I'm in it. Skip ahead. Okay.
You're like in the comments, timestamps please of when I'm not on. Wait, so why though? Like why can you like? I mean, okay, maybe it's the better question. Ask why can we stand our own voice? Because that's probably the weirdest.
Probably because just got used to it, right? I mean, like, I don't think anyone grew up, right, and like ever went into that situation. I'm sure every family had it where your parents would just be like, you know what, there's nothing really to watch. Oh, I found some home videos, we can watch those. And you're like, no, thank you. Because, I don't know, I always fucking hated it when my parents would play home videos in front of me.
Oh, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Because it's always me being a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but it's also like I used to have like a fucking squeaker voice when I was like 5 years old. I legitimately used to sound like, hi guys. Like I legit used to have that voice, and my dad would always fucking rag me on, being like, man, your balls really dropped all of a sudden, didn't they? And I fucking hated that, and because when you're a kid, you're not aware that you have that voice.
No.
Right?
Everyone has the same voice around you.
Exactly. And you grow with your voice. So you don't suddenly be like, oh, my voice got deeper. Unless it's like a really rapid growth, like kind of like how you had that.
Where you just like your balls just fucking dropped.
Yeah, I thought when it happened, I thought it was going to go back. I thought I was sick or something.
Right.
And everyone at school didn't believe me.
Yeah, but that's because your balls dropped like a fucking cannonball, right? Like mine kind of dropped.
Yes.
Yeah, mine kind of dropped like, you know, it was like putting like a rock in water. It's just a very slow drop. Right.
That's a very slow joke.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like because you grow with it, especially if it's a natural drop, then you don't realize that. Oh, I went from fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks.
We really talking about the speed our balls drops now.
Yeah.
So you don't watch the podcast at all after we?
I like the.
You don't watch Trash Taste?
Wow.
I watched like some highlights. I don't know, like because I feel like with me, I'm just super self-critical, and I've always been this way, whether it be with my work or myself, and that's why like I'd say like I've seen anytime I see like criticisms of my videos and my work, I'm more fine with it because there hasn't been something that's been said about me that I have already said about myself in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So unless I'm like super proud of a video, I really find it difficult to watch it because I see all the things that I kind of could improve on it or that I fucking hate about it, and it's just out there. I can't like.
So you're too much of a perfectionist, basically. That's from what
I hate the word perfectionist,
but you are a perfectionist.
I like this. I prefer the term self-critical.
A self-critical perfectionist is what you are, essentially. Because, like, you have an editor, but you also edit your own stuff too, right? Like every
you always do like the finishing touches.
Yeah, I always do the finishing touches.
So wait, so
when there's a collab where I have zero control over it, that's just like I wake up in a cold sweat. I'm just like, what if I just look like an arsehole in this one? You know, it's.
So wait, so then how do you get through your editing process? Because you have to listen to yourself, right? Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So are you just like cringing internally as you're like, I need to edit this part?
Do you not record it because you're doing like you had jokes, you had punchlines.
Yeah.
Do you not like think, damn, that was a good delivery. I nailed that delivery.
Yeah, and sometimes I listen to a joke and I edit it for like 3 hours, and I'm just like, this joke's not funny anymore, and I just cut it. And it's a weird thing where, depending on how my mood is, my video could just be completely different. Like I could just be watching myself, and I'm just like, I hate this part. I'm gonna just re-record this entire segment, even though it's gonna add like 2-3 hours to my fucking video making process, and then I do it.
See, that's why I'm glad that I got an editor that has that I gave complete creative freedom to, because I'm pretty sure you were talking about this earlier, but like, at least with my editor, he leaves in shit that I would have otherwise cut out.
No, that's what I like. I tell anyone I hire to edit for me, and I'm like, I don't care how bad it makes me look.
Yeah.
Just make it fun.
Yeah.
Please make it fun. Like,
Because at least, right, you're going to get the draft, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to check it. And if it's really fucking bad, then you can just tell them to cut it out. But a lot of the times, it's like, oh, I in my head, I thought this was not going to make it into the video. But he kind of twisted it in a way where it's like, oh, you know what? That's kind of a funny bit I never thought about.
where I like fail a joke, and I'm like, let me do that again.
Yeah,
and they leave that in.
Yeah.
And that's just the joke.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Okay.
I mean, I guess it's like a difference between like heavily scripted content and more like improvised content, because there are times when I think I have like a fucking banger of a joke, and then I watch it like 30 times as I'm editing it, and I have to like question whether it was funny in the first place or whether I've seen it so many fucking times that it just lost all like comedic effect to me.
The reason I asked that question earlier was because I saw a video. I don't know if it was a TED Talk. It sounds like a TED Talk topic, but it was something like everyday people should just like record their voice and listen to it so they can improve their speaking in general to be more confident.
Right.
Yeah.
Because their theory was that your overall general quality of life in like doing anything in daily life improves drastically if your speaking is more confident. Like if your voice is more
I agree
confident.
with that.
I would agree with that.
And I think, in general, definitely, like, if there's been the one big thing in my life that has done me solid, it's the voice. And talking, you know, I mean,
for sure.
Yeah.
just going at it. I don't know, and I made me think a lot. I'm like, I guess I've never really thought about, I mean, obviously, people say, oh, you have a nice voice.
Yeah.
I'll just stroke my fucking dick, but, that's the compliment I get the most, right? And I thought,
You
I
are.
put
Voice.
VA in my name for a
You
reason.
do have VA in your name, right?
That's the reason I became a voice actor, because people were telling me, like, hey, you have a nice voice, and I thought, oh, maybe
Fuck, you're right.
I'm like, damn, I do kind of. I'm kidding, because when I first recorded myself, I thought it sounded like shit. And then
Everyone
now-
thinks that though.
Right,
Yeah.
but then it's one of those things where I think that it's definitely helped me a bunch because not only have I improved my enunciation and just general patterns of my speech, it just made my whole life more confident by doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
because your general self-confidence is
yeah,
gone up,
because
right?
because if I'm hearing it, I'm like, damn, I sound good.
Yeah.
Like, is that conceited as fuck?
No. I mean, it's just you get a skill set by practicing it, right? I mean,
yeah.
like
And
even
you get happy with the ability that you have to like change it and make it sound the way you want. I think.
yeah. And like I feel like even just being on Trash Taste and just like I don't watch every episode that I'm in, but like I still have to watch like certain clips just to check in and everything like that. And I feel like especially my speaking skills has gotten a lot better. I of course I
Solid point.
as soon as I say that. God
Solid
damn
point.
it.
You really drove that point home, Garm. Thank you. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, I used to fucking hate public speaking. Like, in school. It was
Me too.
the worst thing. And which was weird because I used to be part of my school's debating team. Like, we had like a debating team. And, it was like groups of 3, and you usually go against other schools about whatever the fuck it was.
We do not have this in the UK, I think. Unless
Really?
you're in Oxford, Cambridge, I don't think so. Definitely didn't have to drive with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was literally just the 3 of us that did it.
Yeah.
And so I decided to join that because I realized how much I fucking hated public speaking and how bad I was at just speaking in general. So I was like,
Which, how old are you when you decided to do this?